Iran's IRGC mocks Trump's plan to escort tankers through Hormuz, daring US Navy to test Tehran's dominance. Tehran welcomes US warships into Strait of Hormuz, then delivers chilling warning of consequences for intruding forces. After targeting USS Lincoln, IRGC tracks other US warships closely, maintaining radar lock amid naval tensions. Not just Iran, China positions forces ready to welcome US presence in contested Strait of Hormuz waters. New maritime showdown brews as global markets reel from Iran's blockade choking vital Hormuz energy passage. Iran's IRGC has directly challenged Donald Trump's proposal for naval escorts in Hormuz as maritime tensions continue to mount in the vital waterway under Iranian blockade. On March 3, US President Trump announced that American naval forces could escort oil tankers navigating through the Strait of Hormuz to ensure passage amid the conflict. The Strait of Hormuz, strategically positioned between Oman and Iran, facilitates roughly 20% of the world's global oil supply, making it a critical artery for energy security. However, on March 6, an IRGC spokesperson stated Tehran would welcome US warships accompanying tankers, issuing a measured invitation with underlying caution. Ali Mohammed Naini said, and I quote, "Iran strongly welcomes the escort of oil tankers and that US forces will be there for the crossing of the Strait of Hormuz. And we are, by the way, awaiting their presence. We recommend that, before making any decision, the Americans remember the fire on the American supertanker Bridgeton in 1987 and the oil tankers that were recently targeted." Unquote. In 1987, during the Iran-Iraq War, a Kuwaiti tanker struck an Iranian mine despite US escort protection, illustrating persistent risks in contested waters. By referencing this historical incident, Tehran signals the strait remains susceptible to mines, drones, and other asymmetric defenses despite foreign escorts. Experts interpret the remark as a warning that any escort efforts could lead to direct encounters with capable Iranian naval forces safeguarding sovereignty. Shipping volumes through this essential waterway have declined sharply since US and Israeli strikes targeted Iran, disrupting normal commercial flows. Reports confirm at least 9 vessels have faced attacks since the onset of these latest strikes, heightening risks for maritime traffic. Since February 28, Iran has reportedly engaged the US aircraft carrier Lincoln with drones and missiles, responding firmly to aggressive incursions. On March 1, Iran claimed strikes on the carrier using 4 ballistic missiles, demonstrating precision against high-value naval assets. Subsequently, Tehran reported launching drones at USS Lincoln, compelling it to retreat approximately 1,000 kilometers from contested zones. On March 6, Iran fired a sea-to-coast missile at USS Lincoln as reprisal for the sinking of its frigate Iris Dina, upholding naval retaliation rights. Amid these developments, China is reportedly negotiating with Iran to secure safe passage for its oil and Qatari LNG shipments through the strait. Beijing has urged Iran to permit crude and LNG vessels to transit, prioritizing its energy security interests in the face of disruptions. Iran has declared that no US, Israeli, European, or allied vessels will receive passage through Hormuz, enforcing selective maritime controls. Tehran's policy notably omits reference to China, effectively keeping a key diplomatic channel open for its long-standing strategic partner. Tracking data recently showed a vessel broadcasting a China owner signal successfully transiting the strait, exemplifying practical accommodations. As a vital ally to Iran, China reportedly expresses reservations about the blockade's broader impacts, according to Reuters assessments. Crude oil prices have surged over 15% since the war began, driven by production halts and attacks on critical energy infrastructure worldwide.